Oh my god, Thor Ragnarok is finally here, and I can only say this. Hulk smash! What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another review. Today's review is for one of the most anticipated movies for the fall, and I was extremely excited for this movie leading up to the trailers. And it is Thor Ragnarok. Directed by Taika Waititi and starring many of the returning cast members from the previous Thor movies and so many new characters that I don't have to waste your guys' time saying all of them because you know who's in it. Just to warn you guys, this is going to be 100% spoiler free. Stay tuned to my spoiler-filled discussion that I'm doing with Cody Curtis on his channel, so do not worry, there is no spoilers in this review. Thor Ragnarok is the third movie in the Thor franchise, and it is the fourth film in Phase 3 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And in this movie, Thor is back once again, played by Chris Hemsworth. He's ruling Asgard until one day his sister, Hela, the goddess of death, shows up in Asgard, played by Cate Blanchett, and she completely takes over Asgard into what's called Ragnarok, the end of everything. Thor then has to create a team of his friends, including Hulk, Bruce Banner returning, Mark Ruffalo, and also Tessa Thompson, and a bunch of other Asgardians to take down Hela and rule Asgard again before Ragnarok wipes everything. Now, I'll be completely honest with you guys. The Thor movies, the past two ones have been okay. The first Thor movie, I would say, is the better one of the two. I thought Kenneth Branagh did a decent job directing it, but Thor: The Dark World was a huge, massive disappointment. That movie was really boring and way too serious. Going into Thor Ragnarok, the thing that had me most excited for it, that it was directed by Taika Waititi. Taika Waititi past directed comedy films such as What We Do in the Shadows and Hunt for the Wilder People, two really underrated comedy films that I think you guys should definitely check out. And I was kind of worried how this one would be. I was hoping that this would be the best one of the Thor trilogy. And I can easily say, guys, this movie was awesome. This movie was everything that I hoped Thor Ragnarok would be. The best movie in the Thor trilogy, and it's now become one of the funniest and one of my favorite films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I had a total blast with Thor Ragnarok. So let's go right to the positives. The performances in here are top-notch. Chris Hemsworth coming back as Thor. He is the only actor today who can play Thor perfectly. He's funny and he's extremely badass when he needs to be. Tom Hiddleston also comes back as Loki. Some people find him useless in this movie, but I completely disagree. Without Loki in a Thor film, it wouldn't be as entertaining, to be honest. I also like the introduction to the new characters in the film, such as Tessa Thompson. She was badass, man. I really liked her character a lot. I liked her backstory, and she kicked some total ass in the action sequences. She was a great character. Carl Urban's in there. He's funny. And also, yeah, Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum is extremely funny. He has his quips and his Jeff Goldblum moments. It's awesome. But I have to say, one character in this film completely steals the show. And that's the director, Taika Waititi, as Korg. Korg is the funniest character in this film by far. He stole every scene comedically. And I can't count how many times I was laughing my ass off with his character. Seeing the Hulk back, Bruce Banner, Mark Ruffalo, so awesome. I love seeing the Hulk back in action, and plus, with him talking just makes it even more funny. I thought no one was going to dethrone Loki as the best MCU villain, but Cate Blanchett as Hela totally does. Hela is so freaking awesome in this film. She kicks total ass. She's such a huge threat to Thor, and she had some great powerful scenes, and plus she had some humor in there too. which is everything that I look for in a villain. The biggest strength to Thor Ragnarok is the script. The script in this movie is fantastic, and Taika Waititi, he knows his comedy. This movie is absolutely hilarious. I can't count how many times I was laughing my ass off. Let's talk about the action sequences. The action is extremely entertaining. We have to talk about the Thor and Hulk showdown. Planet Hulk, that scene was awesome. One of the best, most entertaining scenes in the MCU. Reminded me a lot of the airport scene in Civil War. Just how epic it was watching Thor and Hulk beat the crap out of each other. Plus saying really funny lines. It made the whole movie entertaining to watch. This is a beautiful looking film. It is colorful, it is bright, and it doesn't look dark and depressing compared to the other Thor movies, which is a huge positive. And then I gotta commend Taika Waititi's direction. He did a fantastic job directing this film. He added his own style, which is something I have to appreciate. Many of the past MCU movies kind of felt like Marvel had their hands in it. This one completely felt like it was Taika Waititi doing his thing. However, I have to say this movie is not perfect. I did have some flaws, just small ones. So let's go to the negatives. There are some exposition sequences that happen, especially with Hela explaining the past, telling us everything with Odin. It was kind of exposition heavy. Maybe if it cut down on that, it would have been so focused on the exposition. That's probably a gripe I would have with this film. Also, sometimes the CGI in the action sequences did look kind of CG. Like, it's not one of the best CGI I've seen in a Marvel movie. That sometimes when an action sequence is happening, you can see that it's nothing real. In the end, guys, that's really all I have to say. Thor Ragnarok was a total blast. I love this film. It was extremely funny. The performances are great. This is definitely one of the best MCU films, in my opinion, and one of the funnest experiences I've had in the theaters this year, guys. Go see Thor Ragnarok. I think you will not be disappointed with this film. On my rating scale, I'm going to give Thor Ragnarok a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Milner, where are you?
What the fuck are you doing?
Alright guys, that was my review for Thor Ragnarok. What were your guys' thoughts on it? Did you love it, think it was okay, or did you absolutely hate it? Let me know down below in the comments. Thank you guys as always for watching this review, and if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe today for more content. All my social media links are in the description down below, as well as links to my Patreon and Snapchat. Click that notification bell on your way out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!